Hello friends, this is the second part of how to write a WPS. Today I am going to explain you about the various 7 steps mentioned in my last video. Here I will be explaining you everything in a practical way, not only theoretical way, how exactly you will find these references, these standards, and which standard suits you. All these things I will be explaining you. I will show you what are the inputs we should collect from the relevant standard, welding standards, and how we are going to utilize into our WPS or preliminary WPS at least. Okay, so let us start. Welcome back to Weld Tech QC, the YouTube channel of Lloyd's Institute of Technologies, and my name is Vincent. Hello, friends. This is the second part of how to write a WPS. Here, I will be explaining you and practically showing from relevant documents and tests what are the inputs we have to compile before we write a WPS. Today, we will be discussing about a WPS which is meant for a company's day-to-day welding activities. This is known as employees WPS or a company's standard WPS. The other one, of course, is project specific WPS. Once you are familiar with the employees WPS writing methods, the project specific WPS will be much more easier to generate. So let us start now with the company standard WPS. Let us take an example of a company which is majorly involved in pre-engineered structural fabrication activities, designing, production, erection, and so on. The company's management decides to go as per AWS D1.1, that's the American Standard for Structural Welding Code for Steel, which is a renowned welding standard which is being used all over the world, especially for the structural steel manufacturing, structural steel fabrication and welding activities. The main welding activities the company wants to have the WPS are SMAW, that is shielded metal arc welding, or stick welding, which is widely known, and SAW, submerged arc welding, and of course the MIG welding or MAG welding, or according to AWS, GMAW, gas metal arc welding. Out of these welding processes, let us start with SMAW, which is most widely used welding process all over the world. To start with, let us take the step number 1 of my last video, that is identify the welding process to be qualified and which is the code you are going to follow. That means the management has to take a decision that we will go according to the particular code. It could be ASME Section 9 if you are a boiler or piping activities are your major business, or if you are in a structural design, fabrication, erection, then of course the AWS D1.1 is the best option. So here we have decided to go for SMAW and the code to follow is AWS D1.1. Now the step number 2, which is to understand the method of approval. Here, since we have decided to go as per AWS D1.1 as our welding code, let us find the method of approvals. Now, let us discuss about the methods of testing and acceptance criteria later. First of all, we want to get an idea about the dimensions for the test plates. So let us try to find it out. So in the next video, which will be uploading very soon. We will be discussing and showing you about the methods of testing. This includes dimensions of the test plates, details of various tests, and number of specimens for each of these tests. For your information, let me tell you that we will be writing a WPS which will get qualified for unlimited thicknesses in flat and horizontal positions. So that's all for the time being. We'll be back with next part of the video at the earliest. Until then, goodbye. Thanks for watching. See you in the next.